What's going on, everybody? Andrew Bond back at you with another exciting video. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a tech review of the all-new 2018 Apple MacBook Pro with a 15-inch display. So guys, I've been working with this thing for about a week now. I've been able to do all my daily stuff, everything from sending work emails, browsing YouTube, going on social media. I was even able to edit a few videos and put those out on this machine. So I'm going to give you an in-depth look of what my experience has been and what I really think about the computer. So guys, let's get into my first point, and that's the aesthetics of this laptop. Now, whether you're an Apple person or a PC person, everybody seems to mutually agree and respect that Apple absolutely does a killer job with designing their products. They're all simply done, well made, look absolutely spectacular. So let's go over a couple features that I personally really like, starting with the space gray color. Now this computer does come in either a silver or a space gray finish. The Apple logo on the front is going to be a mirrored finish, which looks really, really nice, really classy. And then when you open it up to the inside, you'll see a nice, big, beautiful 15-inch display. Now, it kind of looks like a borderless design, which is super nice. It just looks so good. It's got a massive Force Touch trackpad right there on it. It has the actual touch bar itself with fingerprint Touch ID, and the black keys look just incredible over the space gray color. And guys, let's talk about how thin this thing is. Can we just appreciate that for a second? That is paper thin. So it's pretty incredible. I gotta say, as far as the aesthetics go, I'm gonna go ahead and give Apple, as usual, an A on that point, because this thing just looks awesome. So guys, let's talk about the functionality of this MacBook. This particular model has 4 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports, 2 on either side. You'll notice that there is no HDMI port, no USB port, no SD card slot, none of that stuff. So if you're planning on attaching external accessories, which I'm sure all of us are, we're gonna have to buy the adapters. These adapters obviously go into the USB-C, and on the other end we'll have a USB or an SD card slot, things like that. All of those can be purchased at Apple. It's a little annoying, but they claim that USB is going to be obsolete soon, so they're keeping us future ready, which is nice. So with the model that I purchased, it came with a nice big beautiful touch bar display that comes equipped with Touch ID, just to make it that much easier to get into your computer. Alright guys, let's get into some of the fun stuff, some of the hardware specs that make this computer so powerful. That way you can get a realistic idea when you're trying to purchase what some of the available options are to you. So guys, the first upgrade you may want to consider on your MacBook itself comes in at $300, and that's going to be for the processor. You can go ahead and upgrade your MacBook, just like I did, to the 2.9 gigahertz 6-core Intel i9 processor. I think for $300, you might as well do it over the i7. So guys, let's talk about storage. This is where you can really rack up your bill, and this is one of those things I do not personally recommend going all the way to 4 terabytes on. I did, however, upgrade my personal computer to a 1 terabyte SSD drive because I just feel like that's going to be more than enough for me. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that, and so far I'm very happy with that decision. So let's talk about those graphics. This thing is equipped with the Radeon Pro 560X graphics card. So guys, let's talk about the value, the price. So the 15-inch model starts around $2,300 plus tax. It can go all the way up with maxed out upgrades to $6,700. You heard that right. Now, keep in mind that the SSD drive, if you upgraded that all the way up to a 4 terabyte, that's a $3,300 upgrade right there. So if you don't want to do that, don't feel bad. You're going to get great performance even out of a 1 terabyte SSD drive. So guys, let's talk about my week with my new MacBook Pro. I was able to do everything in my daily life, everything from posting to Facebook, sending emails, all the way to editing and uploading 4K content for all of you guys. And I gotta say, this thing runs lightning quick, very smooth. Everything I want to do is very accurate, on time, zero lag. It's really nice. But if there is one thing I gotta report and one negative I gotta say about this computer, is it gets really hot. When you're doing a lot of 4K editing, 4K uploading, yes, it's fast, but this thing really does get concernably hot. So I wouldn't recommend doing a lot of that in your lap sitting on the couch. Make sure your computer is well ventilated by placing it on a hardtop cool surface. So guys, I want to get you the best bang for your buck if you're thinking about buying this computer. If I were you, I would stick with the smaller SSD drive. Really nothing over 1 terabyte, because I feel like 90% of people will never use that, and it's such an expensive upgrade. I really just don't think it's 100% necessary. So by sticking with the 1 terabyte or less, I feel like you're going to be just fine and get a lot of value out of this powerful machine. Well, that's going to wrap this one up, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free, leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure to smash that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and go on there, check out my unboxing video of my 2018 MacBook Pro. We out!